I can't participate.
Okay, well, it is just after 4 p.m. here on the east coast of the United States, which means it's just after 8 p.m. UTC, and we are live on the SteamStar Network. My name is Ethan D. Smith. I'm here with my co-host, Awaken to Life, and this, once again, is Talk of the Line. And it looks like Crazy BG might have his mic not on push to talk.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think this is Petra influence on him.
That's a great
He's
way to
getting
start the
sloppy.
show there.
He's getting sloppy.
So once again, just to continue here, I just heard some clacking, and I was like, oh, what's going on? But anyhow, once again, folks, welcome. We're so glad you could be with us today. Talk of the Line is a weekly curation segment sponsored by the Steam Engine Group on Steemit.com, where we sit here and talk to our members and whoever wants to drop in our voice chat just to see how they've been doing this week and what they've been up to. So we're going to get started here in just a minute. We've got a special thing planned. We're going to have some giveaways going on today. So I'll let Awaken to Life introduce himself and talk about what he's been up to lately.
Hi, guys, and to everybody who's here and to everybody who's listening to us. Basically, I'm back in Croatia. Everybody knows that. I got a little lazy. I haven't been writing a lot on Steemit, but I have a lot of posts that I need to write. And actually, it is D. Smith saved my butt with his program because my SD card on the phone malfunctioned and erased about 1,200 pictures. I was able to recover some of the photos, so hopefully I can write some posts from my adventures in Italy. One of them being visiting to Napoli, then a lot of posts that I actually didn't write and I have saved on my phone. So I'm excited about that, and I just need to get back to writing.
All right. Well, thank you for updating us on that. I'm really glad that I could help you recover those photos, and we are definitely looking forward to seeing your posts from what you've been up to in Italy lately, because it's been a while since Awaken to Life has blogged, which is it's very sad. It's depressing almost. We need, I want to be able to tell people to go over to his blog and follow him, which in fact I did yesterday in the Steam Engine Express. So you've got to put some new content up so people that listen to the podcast.
You actually made me feel bad, man. Thank you. He's promoting me over there, and I'm just like, why is he promoted this guy? He hasn't posted anything in 14 days. What the hell? It's probably not bad for your reputation. It's not good for your reputation, Ethan. But thank you for a shout out, though.
Well, I just thought people should know what they're missing out on.
Nothing lately.
All right, well, you go ahead and just, I don't know, fill the air with something. Somebody else can talk for just a minute before we get started. I've got to go set up the giveaway for today, so.
Okay, sounds good. So how's everybody else been doing besides Petra? I don't like to listen to her.
Hello.
Petra, please tell me what you've been up to. I think everybody's interested.
I won't know.
You don't know?
I said I won't tell you.
Why not? Come
Because
on.
you're mean.
Spill it all out. We all want to hear it. Come on.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? I guess nobody. Crickets, huh?
Crickets so far, but that's okay. We'll get people talking in a little while once Dreamsteam comes. She did say she's coming, but so we'll see what happens.
Beck, can you speak?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now because you've been pressing the push to talk and you haven't been saying nothing. So I was wondering if maybe there's a problem with your mic or something else.
Okay, folks. So as a
Can you hear me
special,
now?
oh, sorry. Yes.
It's all good. It's all good.
So as a special treat for everyone who attends today who's a member of the Steam Engine, you can actually head over to the channel right below this text chat that's called TOTL Giveaways, and you'll see that I've started our giveaway for this week. We'll be giving away 1 SBD to 6 lucky people who attend today and go participate in the giveaway. So all you have to do is head over to that channel and react to the post by the giveaway bot but with a little streamer emoji. You'll see the instructions once you get there. And in about an hour, we will have our winners and we'll announce those. So feel free to head over right now to TOTL Giveaways if you'd like to participate. And once again, this is sponsored by myself and Awaken to Life, and we hope that you'll take part.
That didn't get anybody talking. What's going on, guys? Come on. Where's the applause? There's nothing. Oh, Dreams Team is here.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
You are not forgiven. You can't talk for 10 minutes. You have to wait 10 minutes.
Can I last?
You can laugh all you want, but you can't talk. Ethan, should I drop the emoji stuff inside so we can get the order started for presenting the post?
Yes, I pasted it one time, but you go ahead and drop it again. It looks like we've
Okay,
already
I'll-
got 8 people who have entered in the giveaway. So thank you so much for all of you who've entered, and we'll
Dreams
see who
Team,
you're
that was
lucky.
too soon. I'm sorry. You're banned again.
What's the giveaway? I missed it. Tell me.
So if you head over to the TOTL Giveaways channel, right below TOTL Text Chat, you'll see our giveaway bot is going to be giving away 1 SBD to 6 lucky people who attend this and who are currently members of the Steam Engine today. So
That is so awesome. Okay, I entered.
You shouldn't have told her she'll win all 6.
well, that unfortunately, I don't think she can win all 6, but since right now only probably 9 or 10 people have entered, I mean, you got pretty good odds of winning right now. So but then again, this might be this might de-incentivize you from inviting other people to come join the show. So
That's totally going to work against you.
whose idea was this?
Sorry for my silence during all those awkward long silences. I was making tea, so I couldn't push the button.
No, that's quite all right. We appreciate you being here, as with the rest of you. And in just a moment, we'll get started and see what all of these people have been up to who are posting trains. And we'll have a good time and listen to what everybody's been doing on their blogs this week, or the blogs of others. Feel free to promote other posts by other people.
I actually figured out why Petra can't speak. It's not because she hates me. It's because she's eating an ice cream. I think she's not finished with it yet.
Oh, you remember? I remember now. I got ice cream too. See you in a minute.
But it's not summer yet, even though it's hot.
Not quite. We're getting close. It's getting warmer here as well. We had a couple of days last week that were quite hot. But today it's not so much. Today's very nice. So anyway.
In Portland, we take what we can get because you never know when it'll start raining again.
Right. That's what I've heard. So all right. Awaken to Life. Are you ready to go with the queue here?
Oh, we can start for sure. Yes, if Petra is finished with her ice cream.
Almost.
Well, she's fifth one to present, so she's got time. So let's get started. Okay, Andy, please present your posts and tell us what you've been up to. We are all ears.
I think Dreamstein was first.
No, she skipped before
No, I'm
we
being
posted.
punished.
Yes, and she talked, and it hasn't passed 10 minutes yet, so she's banned again. I'm just
Oh, naughty Dreamstein. Well, Mr. Wax Science there, he wrote a Love Is poem the other day, and when I read it, I was inspired by the thought of a little comic that I used to read when I was a kid. In fact, it's still going today, I just realized, called Love Is, and it was just a one square comic with lots of like little inspirational love quotes, and it was quite cute. And so I thought, well, it would be really nice to write my own Love Is poem, so I have. and I haven't got the link, and I'll get there in a second.
Okay, let's see that link.
I'm back.
That was fast.
There we go. There's the link.
That's a cute picture right there.
Yeah, that's one of the little comics. So at the end, I thought, well, how about we nominate some other people to be doing a Love Is poem, and let's share some love on Steemit.
There you go, Petra. You need first you missed one that you had a crush on me post. Now you have another opportunity to write a poem about me. Come on. Too many opportunities. You gotta use one.
We should
I hope you're
probably
talking to Petra there, not me.
we should probably try to keep our love poems objective, lest we end up with another clinic situation. So,
I was about to say. I was about to say there'd be a photo for him.
so let's keep them general and just
yeah, it's not about anybody specific.
right. So,
Actually, I'm interested what's going on with that story. Is she back?
well,
He
you know
ran
what? If
after
he
her?
shows up today
Oh,
to
that
tell
was
us,
funny.
then we'll have to find out. But otherwise, we're just going to keep speculation to a minimum about that. So for those of you who were not here last week, if you go and listen to the recording from this last week's session, you will find a segment that is quite funny, where Clinic, one of our members, was presenting a love poem, but it was directed towards someone, not just in general, like we've just heard from Andy. So I certainly advise that you go check that out. So we'll see if he shows up today. But anyhow, thank you for sharing the poem, and hopefully you'll inspire many other people to do some more things and talk about love and increase the love across the platform. So thank you.
Let's share that love. I haven't had
That's
chance
awesome.
to edit it. I've only just finished, so excuse any mistakes.
Oh, that's quite all right. I know that earlier we challenged you to go try to finish it up before the show, so we're glad to see you pop it in here. Okay, I suppose we'll move right along. So Awaken to Life, who's up next?
Okay. Anybody else got a questions for Andy or something about the poem? Or we're going for the next presenter? I guess not. So let's move on to the disciple of Petra, Crazy Adventure BG. I don't know, X or without the X tonight.
Wait,
We will see.
the disciple,
his
the
post.
disciple of Petra.
Yep,
She's,
yep. He's her apprentice now.
she's my queen.
All right, Crazy BG, what have you been up to lately?
Well, it's been quite a busy week as always. In fact, every week's a busy week. Wednesday was particularly my busiest week, and I wrote a post about it because I was up at like 8:30 in the morning, and I literally didn't stop until 2:45 in the morning on that, which would have been Thursday morning. And that's the post that I want to, well, one of the posts that I got done that day, which is this one. So some people know that we have a server here on Discord, and this is a newsletter that we've produced. This was issue 1 of Beyond the Veil. So Beyond the Veil is about anything and everything to do with spiritual and supernatural. And I'm very, very happy to announce, Ethan, that 90% of the authors are from the Steam engine.
That is excellent to hear. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had some really, really good success with our first issue. So I just want to thank everybody who supported it. There's a lot of content in there, and happy to announce that issue 2 will be out tomorrow. So there's a lot of reading in there. There's plenty of stuff that will keep you going throughout the week. And if we're always looking for other people as well. So if you think that the content that we're writing about kind of fits the bill with what you're looking for, please feel free to let us know. And we will be happy to have a chat with you and welcome you into the fold.
Well, thank you so much for letting us know about that. And I wanted to take a moment to say that I'm really proud of you guys for coming up with this. It's great to know that so many people right here from the Steam Engine have set out on their own journey. It was brought me great pleasure to promote your effort yesterday on my podcast, and so thank you so much, Crazy BG. Glad that's going well for you.
Did you promote it? I'm really sorry. You see, I'm so far behind. And I did say that you published the podcast and I hadn't listened to it yet. So straight after this, I know where I'll be going for sure.
Great.
I'm honestly happy you included the Enchanted Spirits post about astrology. I think her posts are so undervalued and are so great. I think that's amazing. She definitely deserves more attention on her posts.
Yeah, absolutely. She does a phenomenal job. And she just messaged me. She was like, "I'm really sorry because I'm not going to hit the deadline." And I was like, "It's okay because I don't mind if people don't hit the deadline. I understand that." Because this is the great thing about us, and the awesome people that we've got. They're really sticklers about quality and making sure, because I always say the last thing before we publish it is to give me the link so I can quickly glance over and make sure that if there's any sources that need to be included, they've done that. So basically that everything's finished and polished up. But of the first one, they left me with very little to do. So I'm really, really proud of them. It's such a great initiative, and thanks again, everyone.
Thank you for sharing with us. That's definitely a great initiative that would actually make our platform better because quality users would get more attention, and we do need that more. So that's awesome. Keep it up, man.
Okay, so I just want to take this moment to remind everyone who has just joined us, if you are a current member of the Steam Engine, we have a giveaway going on today for our members. If you head over to the TOTL Giveaways channel, which is right above this voice channel, you can see how to enter that giveaway, and it will end in approximately 42 minutes or so. So anyway, just wanted to make that little housekeeping announcement. Once again, this is Talk of the Line, a weekly voice chat curation segment sponsored by the Steam Engine, where we sit here and chat with our members about what they've been up to across the Steam blockchain this week. I am Ethan D. Smith, and I'm here with my co-host Awaken to Life, and now it's up to him to tell us who's next.
Well, that was enthusiastic. That was very enthusiastic. I think you're picking up on the Dreams team a little bit there.
Yeah, everybody needs to channel their inner Dreams team every now and then.
Okay, since we're speaking about Dreams team, let's let her talk now. She's out of the corner punishment without talking. So, Dreams team,
Hooray!
please present your most enthusiastic post with us. Thank you.
Okay. Well, speaking of initiatives that have a lot of people from the Steam Engine in it, including the super awesome, wonderful, crazy, and the beautiful, loving Petra, and the super generous, educated, wonderful Ethan, and the wonderful, wonderful, funny, loving Andy, and then one that we're trying to pull out more and more and more called Awaken. Um,
Who's that guy?
And there may be some other people here. Oh, Maverick! Maverick is here too. The wonderful, wonderful Maverick, who has been sick, I think. So he's been quiet, but now he's coming back to life. Yeah. Anyway, so this is our. And back at the last witness. Oh, there's been so much talk. Hold on, I'll put it back up again. Okay, back at the last witness chat, when we had it on April 21st in the Steam at Ramble with Shadows.
Hold on, let me look over my shoulder to see if she's going to jump in, pop up.
See if she's here.
Not today, so I think you're safe.
That was so funny last time. She's like, I'm here. But yeah, so there was some talk about just things that were kind of wrong, Steam it. And it was a lot of really good talk. But then when some suggestions were made, it kind of just stayed in the talk. And so a few of us got a little frustrated, not very frustrated, but just motivated, I should say, to do something about it. Instead of just talking, let's do something. So I started just writing little ideas in the witness chat, and yeah, Maverick and Crazy, and they were there that day, and there were a few other people that were there, and they just like kept liking my ideas. And I said, okay, I'm sending you all friend requests, and then we're going to start talking about this in a group chat. And so we did. And this morning, we actually put our first post up. It's called the Welcome Wagon, and the whole point is to circle our wagons around new Steamians, because I think what happens is when there's all these issues, a lot of people point the fingers at the newbies like, oh, well, you just didn't read the white paper. You should have read the white paper. And I think a lot of them do try to read the white paper, and then they get stuck and they have nobody to ask, and they have no community to get plugged into. So we started collecting a lot of guides and tips. Ethan's guide and Sandbox's guide, started passing that out to some people. They got a little overwhelmed by the amount of information. So yesterday I did another video, which is kind of like, it's not posted yet, so I won't even present it. But then that little video series is going to be called Under 180. So the whole point is to try to make them do a 180 in under 180 seconds. So our first video is, yeah, Andy saw it. A lot of the people who are already on the Welcome Wagon have already seen it. So it's me talking very, very fast, trying to get all this information out in under 180 seconds so I can keep their attention, and then they can go back and watch it as many times as they want. So the first video is on manners, lesson 1, Steam It Manners. So anyway, this is the Welcome Wagon, and if you guys know of anybody that would be interested in it, there are 3 roles to be involved with it. You could be a Steam peer, which is me and Calamam and Scuzzy, and somebody else just joined, Angela CS. We are the Steam peers, we are the mentors, and then everybody else is kind of a mixture of behind the scenes development and sponsors. And we've already had our first massive upvote from our big sponsor, Ethan D. Smith.
Massive?
So
I
thank you
wouldn't
very
call
much.
it massive.
Well, you know what? I guess it's all relative, but when there's so many people that are getting like 2 cents, 3 cents, I think it's pretty massive. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all the pennies, and yours was a lot of pennies. So yes, exactly. Maverick says massive to us. I agree. So anyway, thank you very much. That's it. Check it out and see if you want to be involved. The end.
Awesome. Anybody else got questions for our most enthusiastic person ever? It would be awesome if you do. I would like to hear her voice again.
How do we get involved?
So if you look at that link here, I'll put it again. You can read it there, and you can see if that seems like something that you're into. And if yes, then just, you can send me a DM to Sarah. I mean, we're friends, so you and I can talk on a little side chat. But I've just asked people there to like leave me a comment or contact me on Discord, and yeah, we could talk more.
Yay.
Okay, awesome.
So I just wanted
Anybody else?
I wanted to say that I think this is a fantastic initiative. I am very honored that you're using some of the posts that I've created, and if you're curious about those or have someone that you really want to share some kind of introductory or welcome information with, not only can you direct them to the Welcome Wagon while they're getting it hitched up, you can head over to a special channel that I've got made on this server called The Beginner's Guide to Steam It, and all of those posts and links to them are there currently. So if you do want to use those, you may, and I just wanted to point you to that so that we can kind of, because it's hard once they've been shared to your blog to scroll back down, but I have tried to consolidate those links. They exist here, and then there's a special channel for them over on the Steam It Ramble, thanks to Shadows Pub, Looks Over Shoulder. Okay, she's not here, so looks like we can keep going.
It looks over shoulder, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what, because once people have these amazing guides and then they're posted, then they just kind of get, taken away into the Steemit world and nobody finds them again. So that's kind of our hope, that the Welcome Wagon has already this whole list of guides and stuff in our reference materials, and we can keep directing people, keep funneling them. And then the big thing is we only have them for 7 days, and we're not trying to like reinvent the wheel here, the wagon wheel, yuck, yuck, yuck. We're just trying to like take them and plug them into communities so they can take over. We're not like, we don't want to become our own Discord channel. We don't want to become our own. We just want to be able to be a funnel to put them into like the communities that they will thrive in, so the communities can take over.
I've personally found it very entertaining at all of the like welcome to Steemit bots that are currently posting on your intro post that clearly are
it's so ironic.
Yeah, it's really funny to me. But I appreciate that you're
And,
taking the
like,
time to respond to all of them.
Yeah, because, I figure, hey, if somebody's actually reading these, on the other end, maybe they will see us as, a partner in this.
Right.
And it's a little disconcerting, though, because the fact that they're putting them on there means they haven't read the post. They're bots, that are, and that's the point. Like, we're trying to be that personal touch for people, not just like, hello, I am a robot, welcome to Steemit. Like, we want to be the people that actually say, hey, do you have a question? We're here.
Do you do that? Do you do the robot dance with that voice as well?
I actually sincerely did do a robot dance while I was saying that. I'm not even joking.
Oh my god. Okay, we need a video.
That
now.
really does
You
not
can't-
that does not surprise me at all.
Me neither. That's why I want to see it. I think your next post should be a robot video. It's gotta
I
be there.
totally
I
put my
mean-
hands up and did the whole robot thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I can actually. Yeah, Andy. I think we can actually all see her doing it. I'm not even surprised if she does it every day a little bit.
Well, we are definitely glad here at the Steam Engine to be able to support initiatives that our members are part of, not only Beyond the Veil, which we've mentioned today, but also the Welcome Wagon and many of the other groups that have been like the brain children of our members here. So we're really glad to hear about that. Hope it gets off its feet. I encourage everyone to go and upvote that welcome post and continue to support those posts in the future. So looking forward to that first under 180 video to see how that goes. That'll be really exciting. So great news. Now,
Yeah, only mistake you made, Dreams Team. I'm sorry, Ethan, is that you put Petra in there. I think that's a terrible move.
Petra, do you want to stick
Oh.
up for yourself here? Because when I do it, I get
No.
in trouble.
No.
Dreams Team is already there. She's awesome. She doesn't need to defend herself. Her actions defend herself, and I'm just joking, so it's okay.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make mention that the giveaway will be ending in about 37 minutes. So if you've not entered that, head on over to TOTL Giveaways. And Awaken to Life, who's up next?
Okay, thank you, Dreams Team again. And the next people, I will let you guess who's next. Who's next, guys?
It's got to be Petra, right?
Of course, it's gotta be Petra. Who else? Who else can it be? Who else can it be? Okay, Petra, please present your voice. Well, present
Oh.
your post and your voice.
Well, okay. Well, what do you want? Do you want me to present my voice or my post or
Oh,
both?
it kind of both goes with it, so you can't really present it without your voice. So present your
Okay.
voice and your post with your voice.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is a post about little cute gnomes that anyone can make. It's a tutorial and it gives you all the details and instructions on how to make your little gnomes. And let me know which one of these is your favorite when you do see the post. And try it for yourself. They are super easy to make. And they're made, you can use any material you wish. I prefer scrap fabric or felt because it's I don't use a sewing machine. I sew everything by hand. manually. So felt and scrap fabric are easier than, I don't know, some other materials. So, but you can use whatever you want. So let me know if you love my gnomes, and if you do have anything similar to this, if you ever made something like those little dolls or anything else.
I always love seeing what new thing Petra has made. It's one of my favorite things. So thank you for sharing that. It's fantastic. And I love gnomes.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
welcome.
really love gnomes. I can't explain it. Like my wife got me a pair of socks that have gnomes on them. I have a gnome in our living
Aw.
room. I have two gnomes in our living room. One of them is like my undergraduate college. It's like themed, but yeah, I love gnomes, and I can't really explain it, but I'm gonna go look at that post later, and I'm really excited about it.
Oh, let me know which one of these four is your favorite one. I would
Okay,
love to know.
I will definitely
And
let you
I'm
know.
so and I'm so happy that you like my little project. As a matter of fact, I made a big post today. This was about post that I made yesterday. Today I made a post that was a huge project. It took us 10 days to make. So, but I won't talk about it. And if we have time at the end, I will give you a sneak peek
Well, that would be great. I ever since
just to
I
keep you on your toes.
Yeah, ever since I featured your the post in my last podcast before the one yesterday, I've been keeping an eye on it. There's been a lot of really cool stuff coming out of the fiber artists movement and the creatives coffee hour stuff. So I hate Artemis North isn't here to help talk about that, but it's been great to see what you guys can come up with.
Hey guys, I noticed something weird in my account. I don't know why, but I pressed on her link and her post was already uploaded by me. Is it possible that somebody hacked my account and I'm automatically uploading Petra?
Okay, so if you're actually serious, I have some things that I can recommend. But if you're just joking again, then I need to know.
He's not serious. He's not serious. Serious. He's not.
Of
He's
course, I'm not
not
serious.
ever.
She's on my
Not
automatic vote
ever.
because she posts amazing posts all
See,
the time.
okay, all right.
So
We're going to just
she
take a moment.
deserves some upvote.
You heard him say it. He has her on automatic vote, so make sure you pay attention to that. That's
Because he loves me a lot.
When are you
What
and
can I say?
Wax Science going to have the Croatian Steam meetup?
They need to come.
Never.
They need to come here because the summer started. So we're
Yeah,
not
who
going
wants to
there.
go in Zagreb for summer? I mean, there's nothing
No,
there except the river Jarun,
except
whatever
Petra.
that is. So
Except
you can't
me.
even go inside there.
Yeah, but
You
I'm
gotta come to
here.
Dalmatia.
I'm here. That's good enough.
Well, there's two of us here in Dalmatia, so it's up to you to join us.
That's double good enough.
Yep, double good enough.
Well, we certainly hope that you take time to document it so we can see how this goes, because I feel like that would be a really interesting thing to get all of you in the same room with each other.
Yeah, I will. I will hold the camera and show how they fight. You'll see it all. You will see that fight.
I will look forward to seeing that. I tried to keep it together there, but anyway, that's just a funny picture in my head. So, Darasness has said that Awaken to Life is thinking every 5 minutes, is it time to talk about Petra yet?
Well, it's her post. What do you want me to talk about?
Well, anyhow, we thank you, Petra, again, and we'll go ahead and move on down the list. So, who's up next?
Okay, even though I like to talk to Petra all the time, uh, we're gonna go to the next presenter. Tessera Gabriele, per favore. Present your post, per favore, please.
Thanks. So I don't actually know how to say his name. John Doer, John Doer, John Doe R123. Did a post. He does a few weekly posts that are just little contests. People make comments and respond to prompts. And a while back, there was one about belief. What do you believe in? And I responded a little mini essay in the comment, but I wanted to expand on it because I've been thinking a lot about spirituality and my beliefs and what I believe. because I've been in this process of exploring my own religion lately. So I wrote a post about what I believe, what that belief means to me, and I left a little invitation at the end about sort of just what do other people believe, and I've gotten some comments. I'm interested in what other people believe because I'm kind of a hippie, I guess. I love people and I love hearing other people and supporting them, even if we have different ideas. And so I would like everyone to upvote my post because of course I would, but actually I just want to talk to people in the comments.
Well, that's great and great invitation. So thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody else have any thoughts they'd like to share right now?
And
Yeah,
it doesn't have to
Tessa,
be religion.
I think if that's a path that you're going down and you're going to write more content about it, I would definitely be interested in chatting to you. I know that you're actually on our server, but quickly looking through this article, I think that you've got a lot that you could contribute. So I'll make sure to catch up with you because definitely I'd be interested in chatting to you to see if you wanted to be in with our newsletter, because I think people would be very interested in that as well.
Sure, let's chat.
Cool.
That is definitely an interesting topic in your post about religion. I'm sure it could be actually we could do a long session just about talking about all the different religions and what they stand for and what other people believe in. I think it would be an interesting session.
Well, feel free to engage that post, let her know, and perhaps we'll have some new posts popping up that people can share next week.
Yep. Anybody else got any questions for Gabriela?
Okay. Well, if not, I just want to make one more reminder that if you have not entered the giveaway over in TOTL Giveaways, be sure to do that as that will be closing in about 25 minutes. And once again, this is Talk of the Line. I'm Ethan D. Smith, and I'm here with Awaken to Life, my co-host, and we're chugging down the tracks. And Petra's saying stop reminding people because it decreases everyone else's chances of winning.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll just keep going then. All right, Awaken to Life. Who's next?
Everybody make sure you participate. Thank you. Okay, so we're moving on. So next is Maver Invictus. Maver Invictus. Did I say that right?
Maverick.
I believe it's Maverick.
Maverick Invictus. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let me just get my link and drop it over.
That might go on the memorable moments of this broadcast.
What? Maverick Invictus?
So I created my first D Live video, and excuse me for the vegans here, like Awaken. So it's all about meat. I in this post I am going to teach you how to eat Korean barbecue. So I captured myself grilling some meat and eating it.
Well, that sounds like something that looks very interesting and yummy.
Well, this is not a post for me since I don't eat meat. So anybody else
Yes.
got a meat comments?
What inspired you to come up with this?
Well, it was actually I was a few days late for a Nomad Souls contest, but I still wanted to push through because I had some difficulties in rendering a video. It was my first time, so but I think I did well for a first time video editor, and I actually enjoyed it. So I might be making other videos in the future.
Well, thank you. That I will definitely be taking a look at it afterward. So, but it looks good. I just want to take a moment, and sorry to change the subject, but ladies and gentlemen, Shadows Pub is in the room. I just want to make sure that we acknowledge it this time so that she doesn't sneak up on somebody.
Dang, I was trying to slip in.
I scrolled up on the list today just to make sure that I didn't get startled again.
Damn, only get one shot at
Yeah,
it.
well, that's okay. But anyway, we're in the middle of talking about Korean barbecue, so feel free to chime in if you like. But Maverick Invictus has shared this great video, and I see you went with DLive, which is really good to see that app being used. So we'll head on over there and check it out after the post. But thanks so much.
Welcome, Shadows Pub. And
Thank
thank
you.
you, Maverick. I don't know. How do you say it, please?
Maverick Invictus. Maverick Invictus.
Good job.
Awaken,
You
what's
can
the
just call
problem?
me Mav. Everyone calls me Mav.
So I'll just go with the man.
How is it hard for you to pronounce?
Okay.
We're just going to let that one
so-
go, I suppose. Who's up next?
Okay, I'm letting it go. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so our next presenter is my fellow Croatian, who I hope I will meet for coffee in Split soon.
Oh,
Vec
it's me.
Science.
It's me. Just a second. You caught me unaware. Just a second.
I guess I can take this moment, much to everyone's chagrin, to remind you of the giveaway that's going on over in COTO giveaways. But the floor is all yours, Mr. Spacely, Wax Science, as we know you.
Okay. So this is, of course, another poetry by me. I don't know. I just started to write it and ask some questions, and this is probably the fastest poetry I written. You know, it was just flowing from me. So it's about some questions I asked, and probably they are not answered, but they are in the air. So we need to answer them and go on. So it's a bit longer poetry than it's usual from me, but I'm satisfied. So that's all.
Well, thank you for sharing once again. Poetry. So
Yep.
check it out. And if you like what you see, make sure to leave a comment. Let them know what you think, and maybe it'll inspire some other poetry across the platform.
Thanks a lot.
What was the inspiration behind this text? Did you have an inspiration, or you just went with the whatever comes
Just
to your mind?
I just wrote it I think in 10 minutes, you know. I wrote the first sentence in this world of materialism and spirituality, and then that just opened my mind, like my mindset, you know. So I just started to ask questions, you know. And then I saw the whole poetry, and I was satisfied. Maybe I edited something, you know, and I translated on my language, which is awful, because when I write poetry in English, on my language is awful. But I'm glad you don't understand it.
There's a lot of questions there, and some of them are actually a lot interesting. So it just intrigues me how you started with one sentence and it just all of this came out. You know, it's something it's probably been on your mind for a while.
Yeah, that's something deep inside, you know, but it just came out.
I believe that
Okay.
the Star Trek soundtrack behind you, Awaken to Life, just keeps getting better and better every time.
Yeah.
Okay, I will not remind everyone of what's going on over in that certain channel that I've been talking about. But anyway, Awaken to Life. Who's up next?
Okay, yeah, that was what you heard in the back was actually show ending. So
Oh,
of my dad. So yeah, so there's not another one. So I missed the show because of I wanted to participate here. So okay, we're actually don't have any more presenters except we're gonna let Petra present twice. So we're gonna hear her again, guys.
Oh,
If
thank you,
anybody
thank you.
else who just joined us wants to present their post for the first time, please let us know by the emoji in the chat. Until then, Petra, please speak again.
Thank you, thank you. So this is our biggest
Bo.
project yet, and we made it in 10 days, or I think even longer, but let's say 10 days. A couple of years ago, when I opened a store in my country, a gift shop, we decided that everything in the store will be handmade, including the furniture. So we made our own counter from scrap, and we used recycled wood, old planks and beams, and every piece of material had to be cleaned and sanded and cut in tiny little pieces. It was a really fun and big project, but we are so happy with the end result because it looks amazing, especially the raising top, because I wanted the top of the counter to look like glass, but not be glass. So we went with raisin, and we also used the raisin and made like a tiny little stream on top out of rocks that looks just cute and adorable. So be sure to check that post out and let me know if you understand everything. Raisin that we talked about, yes, you can buy that Dreams Team in large amount or in small amounts. We bought a raisin that was made out of two components and we mixed it ourselves. But you have to, yes, epoxy raisin. But you have to be careful because when you mix those two components, it produces a lot of heat and a lot of toxic fumes. So be careful and do that thing in well ventilated areas. But it's very, very nice. Raisin. What did I say? I know raisin
We
is
Resin.
like
we say resin, resin.
Resin.
Raisin is like the dried grapes that you
yeah,
eat.
dried grapes. Yeah. So okay, not raisin, but resin. Better.
Yay.
Okay, thank you, Dreams Team. So it's resin, two-component resin that is see-through, and you can see on that picture that Awaken to Life again posted. Thank you. That white curvy line, those are pebbles. We put pebbles, white pebbles, and then covered it all with resin. So it's all smooth and nice and glowy. It looks like a glass, but it's not glass. Thank you, everyone.
Nice job. It's so beautiful. That's incredible.
Thank you. And it's really big. I wanted a big counter, and it's 1 meter in height and over a meter in length.
It does really. Actually love seeing kind of man-made projects, step by step. It's pretty interesting. So great job, Petra. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
Great
You
job,
are so
Petra.
kind.
Even though this height would be a little too small for me, so I would probably have to add about 30 centimeters. So I actually don't have to kneel down to lean on this table.
Yeah, but actually, this is not a normal height for counters because counters are usually much lower. We made a higher one for ourselves, and everyone was always surprised how high it actually is. It's not a normal height that you usually see in stores.
Is the store? Are you
Yeah,
still running the store?
No, I closed it about a year ago, and now I sell products online and on order.
What did you do with this counter?
It's stored in a garage, and I'm trying to sell it.
Okay. Well, if you would like to order it, I'm sure she would ship it anywhere in the world for a small fee. So there you go. I just did you a promotion.
Small
so.
fee of $1,000.
That's for you.
She might even take Steam. Who knows?
I will take any cryptocurrency.
Well, there you go. We've turned this show into a shopping network. So next up.
And I love it. Thank you.
Okay, does anybody else have any questions for Petra?
So let's see. Whose product is
Petra
up
will
next
now
to try to
lie.
sell?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Weck.
I'm just saying that Petra will now lie in text channel. See, he wants a. She's lying anyway. Sorry, Ethan.
That's okay.
Okay, so you're basically figuring out what I figured out a long time ago, Weck, so get used to it.
Yep.
Okay, so that's about it for Petra, right? Nobody else got any more questions, so let's keep moving on. So the next would be, again, presenting our second post would be Tessera Gabriele.
Yay. So I am a mod recently over on the Team Girl Power Discord server. And I've started a Sunday curation post. So I'm just curating posts from the Team Girl Power tag. Some of them are like explicitly feminist, and some of them are just really cool posts that we're seeing in the tag. People are using it on all of their posts and not just any sort of feminist or woman focused posts. So we've got someone who shares a lot of delicious gluten-free and vegan recipes, and we've got poetry, lots and lots of poetry actually. Lots of poets in that one. And I'm sharing this because I really just want people to go and click and read all of the posts and support people, because I think they're really amazing posts. And of course, I think that because I made the curation post, but I think there's some really great stuff that's getting posted in our tag, and I want to share it with y'all.
That's awesome. Another curation program. That's awesome. I really love to read about this. So.
We also do Wednesdays, we curate feminist stuff in Spanish. So that's another thing that's happening on Teen Girl Power.
It is great to really get an idea of what kind of initiatives like that are going on, because it's hard to really know all of them, so it's good to come together and hear about those. So thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Anybody else got questions for Gabriele? I guess not. So let's move on. I think Crazy dropped another emoji, so we got Ethan. What is that?
Well, we were talking about Bitmojis and that thing that you guys want me to stop talking about, so I decided to make a funny
together.
Yeah.
That actually made
I decided to make an appropriately timed joke using situational humor.
Oh
And it was
man,
good.
I was going to put my Bitmoji up.
Put it.
Anyhow, let me.
Dream Team, please explain Dream Team's question, because Petra is about to hit her after this.
Well, I want to very quickly and pause again to remind everyone that we're coming up on the first hour over for Talk of the Line, which is a weekly voice chat curation segment sponsored by the Steam Engine, hosted live on the Steam Star Radio Network. I'm Ethan D. Smith, and I'm here with my co-host, Awaken to Life, and the topic of the day is something that involves 6 people, if I'm not mistaken.
think it's six. I think
Six
it's
of
six.
you will be very happy in around 10 minutes from now. So we will see what happens. But we're also having a Bitmoji party here in the chat. So feel free to join in if you've already got one of those made. Yeah, so there we go. And Awaken to Life, who I think was it Crazy BG that wanted to present again?
Yes, it is. Crazy. Please present your money post. I mean, your post.
All right. So, I thought it was going to load the picture. So, just so people have an idea of kind of an average day for me, I published a post on Wednesday. I was talking a bit about this earlier. And Wednesday was the longest day for me last week. And I just wanted to point out two things. Number one, SimGirl made a really cool GIF of me. She immortalized me in The Sims and made a really cool GIF of me, which made me smile. And I put it in all my my posts now. And secondly, I was on a radio show called the Re-Steam Radio Show on MSP Waves. So if you knew Stevian, or if you want to get seen more, they're on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. UTC, and it's with Main Event and Poetic Snake, aka Snecky. And I didn't get off there till 2:45 in the morning, but it was really good. So, but the post you'll get to see a typical day for me. And some people said that they feel exhausted just reading it, just to give you an idea. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Spacely, there's lots of emojis in there for you to have a look at as well.
No.
So it looks like Awaken to Life has just spoiled this thing that we've been trying not to talk about for the last 10 minutes or so. But anyhow, I won't just let that distract us from Crazy BG sharing about a day in the life. So we really appreciate that. And we hope that you'll take the time to check it out. So I did want to take a moment to, since I think Awaken to Life, am I correct that we've reached the end of the present queue?
No,
No, actually, Dreams Team.
Oh,
Dreams Team
oh, I did not
dropped
know
her
that. That's
emoji
great.
again,
Okay.
and she wants us to hear her amazing voice again. So I think we should let her. I don't know. What you guys think?
Yeah.
You are so
Do
silly. Okay, so it's not a post. It's just like 30 seconds. If you guys don't know not to eat romaine lettuce and like prepared lettuce, let me just tell you, I went to a restaurant last night and I'm the only one that had salad on the side of my plate, and I ate it, and I've been sick all night. So if you don't know that, in America anyway, where the packaged lettuce is and stuff, stay away from it. Ugh.
So let that be a lesson to everybody. Salad is just generally bad for you. Don't touch it.
I don't think that's the lesson here, but
I don't think that's the lesson too either. If it's fresh from the garden, from my mom's garden, I'm sure it's good for you.
Darasnek, it's not all lettuce. It's like, I guess something happened and it was washed in bad water, and then they packaged it. So it's not like, it's not like all lettuce forever. It's just right now what they're passing around like in the stores and stuff. There's been like so much recalled, and I think I must have gotten stuff that was not recalled in time.
You were too hungry.
that is very unfortunate.
Seriously, there was like beans and rice and tortillas. Like, why didn't I just eat those and not the salad?
Well, thank you for that public service announcement. And those are always good, just in case people have not heard. In other news, there's another public service announcement that I could make. There's about 5 minutes until a certain something happens involving some digital currency that may or may not be given away. But it looks like we've reached most of the people in the chat here have already entered. So at this point, I don't know that we can get, it won't be that bad for all of you. So
So basically, if you have not done so yet, go to Talk Off the Line Giveaways channel, please, and react to the post there so you can participate. So you can actually win. So there's more
So
people
60
having a chance to win.
percent of the people who have entered will win. Those are really good odds, folks. That's the best lottery you will ever have the opportunity to enter. I do not condone entering any sort of lottery anywhere else except in this channel. So, and also Pendaris, I apologize. The channel's not visible to people who are not passengers or confirmed members of our community here. So it's yeah, the giveaway is only open to members of the Steam Engine community. But thank you so much for sticking around to listen today. It's been great to have you in here. Back to napping. Okay, so I do want to take a moment to ask Shadows Pub what's been going on over at the Steam at Ramble, since we haven't heard from her much lately. Anything noteworthy?
Well, other than Pimp Your Post Thursday coming up on Thursday, I've been kind of in catch-up mode since I finally got back online this morning. Well, yesterday, but didn't really get online till this morning.
Oh, so you've had some connectivity issues?
I was without power from Friday night until yesterday morning.
Oh, wow.
So other than getting over to the Legion to charge up my devices and quickly getting online and touching base on a few things, I've been pretty much offline.
Oh, wow. I'm sure that was a nice time of not stress.
Yeah, it wasn't real pleasant. No power. Wasn't sure what the fridge and freezer were doing. But anyways, we had a nasty little windstorm sweep through the province Friday night, and there's still about 5,000 homes without hydro.
Wow. Well, I was just about to ask what the cause of that was, but hey, you know, at least it's not a volcano burning down your house. Those poor people in Hawaii are having to deal with, I mean, can you imagine if just a lava flow was just coming near to your house and there was nothing you could do about it? It's just tragic.
Well, and the ground's been cracking
Yes, and
open
releasing
and spewing
toxic
lava into
things.
the
Yeah.
air. Terrifying.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do about that one. You know, at least with something like a windstorm, you can clean up the damage, but with a volcano, it's buried.
All right. Well, is there anyone else who has any other public service announcements or other topics? I know that Awaken to Life has not had a chance to start blogging again since he's been back in Croatia. I have something that I can share very briefly if no one else has anything else. I'll take the silence as a okay. Go ahead, Ethan.
Well, there's a lot of chat about me being lazy, which is actually true. I just been eating my mom's cooking and just getting fat. You know, I have 3 months off. My next plan for next week is just to lay down on the beach somewhere, and then maybe I'll write a post. I don't know. Maybe I should just lay down on the beach for a little longer.
So we've just been informed that it has been 10 minutes since Awaken to Life has mentioned Petra, and it is about 2 minutes until the giveaway bot is going to select 6 of you who have entered to to win. So we can count that down here in a little bit, and in the meantime, I will share my latest podcast.
I'm dying here.
So if you're not familiar,
You mean the podcast where you kind of gave me props and I just kind of failed miserably?
no, I tried my very best. I'm trying to get back into good graces with you, Awaken, because of the enmity that has sprouted between us over the last few weeks. And so this was one of those outreached olive branches, and somehow it backfired yet again. So anyway.
Okay, go.
So for those of you who are familiar with my podcast, every episode before now, and this is the 20th episode, which first of all, wow, I can't believe I've been doing this for almost 5 months, much less that I'm at my 20th episode. So thank you to all of you who have continued to support my podcast since they've been going back in January. But I decided that the format, again, is fun, but it could get kind of stale because I've been doing kind of the same things over and over again where I promote posts that show up in the Steam engine. And lately, there hasn't been quite as many submissions to our baggage car post-promotion channel, so I've let Enchanted Spirit and Catweasel take care of most of those and decided I would try to switch up the format. And so I was inspired by Crazy BG's Shout Out Saturdays to decide to use my podcast for some shout outs to some people, because it's easier for me to record the podcast sometimes than it is for me to type out a post by itself and get that formatted and sent out. So what I did yesterday was I went through and highlighted some of the efforts of the great leadership team we have here at the Steam Engine, and you can get an idea of who they are and why you should follow them if you just listen. It is a little bit longer than usual. It's right around 8 minutes rather than the typical 4 to 5 that I aim for, but you should check it out. It's a lot of fun. And I also talk about some of the things that I'm planning to do over the next few months on the platform. So if you listen to podcasts another way and you don't want to check them out on Steemit, I actually have indexed my podcast now, and it is available wherever podcasts may be downloaded. So if you use like Castbox or iTunes or other apps on your phone, you can actually download that and you'll get updates every time I share a podcast. So, all right, let's see who has won.
Well, I know who did not won today.
So let me hear. We have our winners: Dream Steam, Darasness, Mr. Spacely, Shadows Pub, Tessara Gabrielle, and Crazy BG Adventure. Congratulations to all of you. You have won the giveaway, and we will get your one SBD to you as soon as the show completes. So thank you for all of you who participated. I think those are the best odds you've had to win anything in quite a long time. So
Well, somebody didn't have any luck. I don't know why. I think it was the one who was complaining the most about people actually participating in this. I don't know who that is, but I think her name starts with P or something like that. Can
all
somebody
right,
help me?
reset the counter. Reset the clock, Darasness. Anyhow, thank you all for listening to the podcast, and I hope you'll give it a listen. If not only for my sake, but for the sake of all the people that I mentioned. I talk a little bit about Enchanted Spirit, about Catweasel, about A Panama Mama, and Awaken to Life. So, and again, Awaken to Life is caught unawares because I talked about how great and inspiring his blog is, but he hasn't had a new blog post in quite a while. So I evidently backed him into a corner there by trying to say nice things. So that was unintentional, of course.
Unintentional. How do you write a post unintentional about somebody?
Well, I forgot that you had not posted in a long time. I intentionally wanted people to know that I believe your blog posts are great. So anyway, Shadows Pub is right. It will be that
Okay,
much more inspiring when you do
I-
post.
Yeah, I will start. I promise that sometime next year I will post one post.
Well, that is definitely
Next
good
year,
news.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
kidding. Tomorrow I actually wrote half a post about my season ending and stuff, and I just didn't finish it. It's been 3 days sitting there, and I gotta do it.
Right, Petra is headed away. So goodbye, Petra. Thank you so much for being here today. I assume that Awaken to Life will also want to tell you goodbye.
Goodbye, Petra. I would lie when I would say that that I came to see you go.
Bye, people.
She needs to go and get her article written for the newsletter. Bless her. Thank you, Petra.
Yeah, bye.
People are also going, so good night and see you all next
Oh,
time.
well, thank you so much for
It's been a
being here with
pleasure.
us today.
Of course. See you all.
It's always a pleasure to have our Croatian members all join us, but now it seems we're down to one. Mike.
And he's too busy watching Voyager.
I'm actually not. Because it's finished. I told you there's one episode every day from Monday to Friday, and it's my dad and my kind of thing that we watch every week for 5 days. We make some popcorns and we just enjoy Spock and Captain Janeway and what's the other guy named Data and stuff like that. So I actually
I
love
got-
those shows.
you've just like put all 3 Star Treks into one. Spock, Janeway,
Yeah,
and Data.
because there's different episodes every day. So there's these kinds with Spock, and then there's this ones with what's his name, the captain, with bald guy.
Bald guy, Picard.
Yeah, Picard. Yeah, yeah. So they kind of mix it up. So sometimes they do 2 episodes, one of each. I don't know. It's a weird program channel, whatever they do. I don't know what's their common sense behind it, but we like to watch it anyway. So
Cool.
Well, I see that Calamam has joined us in the voice chat, so it's good. Always good to see him in here. Oh, that's right.
Is
Oh,
this
hey, it
better?
is.
Is
Yeah,
this
we
better?
can hear you. I was afraid that it was going to be the repeat of last week.
No, I've got my laptop hooked up to the TV, so I'm just on my phone. So it's the first time trying it.
Oh, well, let's,
But if
yeah,
it works, that's
it sounds
fantastic.
great. Definitely loud and clear.
Good stuff. Sorry I missed the show. I've like I said, I was sitting watching Ready Player One and been working on a little drawing.
Oh,
so-
don't tell me what happens. Don't tell me what happens because I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'll not spoil it. It is really good though. But I've got nothing to present, but I'll share what I've been drawing in the chat.
Sure.
It's gonna be a banner for Buddy Up. I'll just drop it in here and you can let us know what you think. It's still a work in progress.
I think it's time to close the show since Vex Science started speaking Croatian. I think that's a sign.
And he came back in. He just came back into the room. Anyway, Calamam, that looks great. I know that the all of the graphics that your Buddy Up project is churning out seem to be great. So this is a really interesting concept. I think it looks great so far.
Al, thanks very much. You can thank Wax Science for all of the fantastic graphics. He's doing a really great job.
Yes.
He's always there to help.
That's excellent.
I know you're gonna mention me. That's why I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
I saw the picture, so and the Dreams team wants me to say glow, so now I can go in peace.
Oh, okay.
See you all.
You translated very wrong. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
What you said
He
basically
told-
about
he
her,
told
it's like she's a bad person.
Stubborn, right? Yes. But he said that there's one word that's like glow, but then it kind of means that they're stubborn and it's like an insult. But I said I just want him to make it so that it's a good thing.
Well, he missed that point. Well, he tried his best.
that-
That's what counts.
So let's hear it. What's the glowy girl?
I would have to actually think about that a little bit because there's a couple of words you can use to say the same thing. So, which one would fit the best? Huh. I would use Svietlecha, but that's a very confusing word. I mean, the whole Croatian language is confusing for everybody, so everything is confusing.
Okay, so sorry for just a moment. We had somebody trying to join the text channel and couldn't find where to type. So anyway, I don't know. I guess that's about it for people as far as presenting today. It's about 1/4 the hour, and typically we go until 1/2. So we have about 15 minutes left for our typical duration. I'm open to suggestions. If anyone has anything they'd like to discuss, I think open discussion is always a fun segment to be had. I do want to say that I am very happily, I can very happily, excuse me, I was using my English incorrectly. So see, it's Awaken to Life. It's not just you. It happens to us native speakers all the time too. I can happily say that I completed kind of the halfway point in my graduate degree today, and so I passed what's called my preliminary exam. So I'm pretty happy about that today. So I just wanted to share that with all of you because it's a pretty big accomplishment, and I am just going to move forward. So I'm at the halfway point. So yes, that's fun.
That is awesome. You are one step closer to making a clone of me. That's amazing.
Is that going to be my first project of making a clone of Crazy
Yeah.
BG?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to get in there now before anybody else does.
Okay, well,
Guys, actually, Andy dropped an emoji. I think she's got a
right.
She's got a post to present. If you're finished, Ethan.
I believe I am. I was just going to say we have not heard from Darasness much today as far as voice or presenting. I'm surprised. Normally she has something great to share.
Oh, I wish. I've been taking a little bit of a Steemit break.
Well, we're happy that in your break you decided to join us for the show today. It's always good to have you along.
Dersenek, you're not the only one. I've been taking a break for 2 weeks.
Well, I don't feel so terrible then.
Yes.
Okay, should we
Sure
let
thing,
Andy
sure
present?
thing.
Okay, Andy.
This was just a wee post I did earlier in the week about a New Zealand wood pigeon that comes to visit me every year. And for Dreamsteam, who wanted to know how it was said, it's Kereru is the name of the bird. So it's just about, I took some pictures that were quite cool that let me come right close up to it, and it wasn't scared of me. So I managed to get some quite nice pictures and just some facts about one of the New Zealand birds.
So it comes back, it returns often to see you?
Yeah, they're quite rare now in New Zealand, not like they used to be. So I feel quite blessed to have this come. They come in pairs, but normally I only see one at a time. They live together in pairs all the time.
That's really neat.
They're quite a big bird. Like they look kind of like a pigeon, but they're much bigger. And they make this distinctive swooshing noise as they come over your head. Yeah, and they're just beautiful, beautiful big birds. Purple and green plumage on their wings and back.
I love this returning stories. Do you guys know the story about the sea lion that one guy saved? And this sea lion returns to visit this guy every year and just like swims with him, jumps on him, and stuff like that. It's a pretty interesting story. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard something about that. It'll be such a cool experience to be able to have one like that come back.
Well, those are some great pictures. Thank you for sharing with us. Anybody else got a questions for Andy? I guess not. Ethan, take away.
Well, I'm more curious about what Tassara Gabrielle has just said, that she had evidently an unpleasant encounter with nature. You can't just say something like that in this chat and expect us not to ask about it.
Oh no, I just got lost on a hiking trail.
Okay.
I blogged about it last week.
Oh, okay.
I had an unpleasant experience with nature once. I got chased by a swan.
Did
I'm
you
sorry.
use the axe to cut the tree where the swarm was, and they just get mad at you?
No, I'll tell you what happened. It was a long time ago now. I mean, it was, oh my God, maybe about 16 years ago. And I was very young at the time, and I used to work in offices for the, we call it council, you might call it municipality. And I had a huge lake opposite the river, and I used to get off the bus and walk around the lake. Flock of swans, and it never really bothered me. And anyway, this one day I was all sorted up, and I had an umbrella with me, and I think the umbrella might have alarmed them, because this one swan just seemed fit to open its wingspan and come charging at me. So I've tried to beat it off with an umbrella while I'm running away from it. And then it started raining, and then I slipped in mud, and then I went in the office, and when I tried to tell the people what had happened, nobody would believe me.
Well, that's really, really funny.
For some reason, the first thing that came to mind when you said you got chased by a swan was some combination of like terror combined with that video you showed us of you with the chickens. And so that is the reason that I responded with such hysterical laughter, because it's literally the funniest thing that I've probably thought about all day.
The thing being is, when you look at swans, you don't realize how big they are until you're actually right up next to them, and they've got a massive wingspan. And then, and somebody actually said that if you got, you know, hit full force off a swan's wing, it would be powerful enough to break your arm. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. So needless to say that I changed my bus route from then on. So the bus dropped me off at the other side of the lake, so I didn't have to walk by it anymore. So the swans got a little bit of the day without the force of my umbrella.
Yeah, those are not no joke. I actually seen some videos of swans attacking people. I'm telling you, if they try to attack you, you should run. Don't try to fight them. Just run.
Yeah, totally. And the thing being is, I was told afterwards as well. They said that if I had have injured it or killed it, not that I would have done, but had I have done, it's an arrestable offence, because all swans in the UK belong to the Queen.
Oh, that's
And I
right.
didn't have, yeah, and I had no idea about that whatsoever. And they actually belong to the Queen. So if somebody has killed or injured a swan, it's an actual arrestable offence.
It's I don't know. It's just bizarre to me. But Tassara Gabrielle is right about the geese. Also, I had an experience when I was a kid with a goose when I was at the zoo. It kind of snuck up behind me and like grabbed a sandwich out of my hand, like a whole sandwich. And it was very startling, and I was so mad at the goose because it took my sandwich. I was just a kid. It was my lunch. I was at the zoo. I was having a great day watching the animals, and all of a sudden this goose comes and takes my sandwich.
I once had when I was like 3 or 4, went to the zoo with my dad in San Francisco, and I was about to take a bite of my hot dog. But when I bit into it, it was just a bun, and my dad was laughing hysterically. And I was like, what the heck? And I looked up, and there was this seagull just literally snatched the dog out of my bun from my hand and flew away. And that was like unbelievable.
Yeah, seagulls. I feel like just general birds that live near bodies of water, just avoid them.
I've just posted a video of what seagulls do in the UK.
Well, thank you for that. I'm sure that will be. And Hope Hugs tells us that she's had seagulls land on her head in the last week, so that's great. What happened to Awake? Oh, there he is.
I was about to say, experience, I'm sure.
I was about to say, Awake Until Life's been awful quiet about all of this. Maybe he's like super traumatized by birds, and he's just not.
Well, I'm just letting you guys clear out all your fears about birds and stuff. I actually didn't have any problems with birds. The birds love me.
We better watch out. His first blog post is going to, after his coming out of the break, is going to is going to be about all of us and the bird experiences that we've had.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those posts, what we talked about on Talk of the Line / bird attacks.
So it looks like Stephen Wood. I'm glad you finally found the chat room. That's great. It seems like you must be new to the whole Discord thing. So we're so glad to have you on listening to the show. Oh, so you're not? Okay. Well, we're glad that it looks like you're in the voice room. No worries about not being able to talk, because everyone who's not a member of the Steam Engine is actually server muted. So, but we do invite them to come and participate. So thank you for participating in the chat. And unfortunately, we've only got about 5 more minutes before we're going to wrap the show up, but you'll be able to catch a recap on my blog probably tomorrow, and you can also check out past shows by checking out my blog as well. Last week's show was hilarious. This week's show has been pretty fun as well. So, okay, that's right. You have heard almost all of it. Well, that's good. It's a really fun opportunity that we provide to our members each week to present their posts. So if you are interested in joining another community, you can check out our application over in the Waiting Room Start Here channel on the server. So anyhow, with that being said, Awaken to Life, I will let you make any closing remarks that you'd like to make, and we'll wind things down here.
I get the privilege to do it. Oh man, I like this. Actually, I don't like this too much because I don't know.
Well,
what
that's
to
okay.
say.
If you want to just
I'm
provide your
kidding.
closing thoughts, I'll sign us off here at the end, as I always do.
Well, I think signing off is kind of your thing. I think you did a great job. I'm not gonna interfere with you. I'm just gonna say some little final words. So basically, like every show, I think it was a good show. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy having fun with you guys. I enjoy the posts you share. I think this is what Steamers should be all about. People get to know each other, getting little upvotes. I mean, having fun, presenting their posts, getting to know each other. I think I actually love doing this. So thank you all who participated. I really enjoyed listening to you guys, and I hope to see you again next Tuesday.
Or Thursday.
Yes, of course. That's what we forgot. Or Thursday on Pimp Your Purse Thursday, led by our amazing Shadows Pub, who was inspiration. Again, I'm gonna repeat that every show. Inspiration for our live promotion chat. So thank you for that, Shadows, and I hope all of our members participate in her show as well because it's amazing, just like this one. So go ahead there, meet some amazing people, present your posts, and I think you're gonna love it there.
And I couldn't agree more. I should be there on Thursday at PYPT, so if you'd like to do something similar, stop by, say hello over on the Steam It Ramble. Stephen Wood, thanks so much for joining us. I just want to say, once again, it is a sincere pleasure to host this show alongside Awaken to Life every week. We love that everyone gets to come in here and have an opportunity to share what they've been up to. Andy Santix, it's great to hear from you today. Thank you for being with us. Crazy BG, as always, good luck with Beyond the Veil. Can't wait to keep supporting that. I know Dream Steam's gone, but be sure to check out the Welcome Wagon. I will have the recap up for this post, hopefully tomorrow, so you'll be able to listen to the full show again if you so desire. And I'll also have an index of the links that were shared today in this post. Once again, thank you to my co-host, Awaken to Life. And I am Ethan D. Smith. This has been Talk of the Line, a weekly voice chat curation segment sponsored by the Steam Engine Group on Discord and Steemit.com. And this is coming to you live across the Steam Star Radio Network. Thank you so much to all who've attended, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. That is 8 p.m. UTC here in the Steam Engine Discord or on steamstar.net. We'll see you next week.